Reverence, reverence. Mother Nature cry blood. Mother Nature cry blood. We need you, Marcus Garvey. Malcolm X, Nani of the Maroon. Sam Shark, Nelson Mandela. Paul Bogle, Martin Luther King.
A very pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to the People's Forum of In the Streets with Big Stone. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to touch on a topic. And this topic is very important to me because it means and it affects our youngsters here in Jamaica. We're going to talk about sagging. Sagging, ladies and gentlemen, is when a young man wears his pants way below his waist. And before we get into the realness of sagging, let's see where sagging started many years ago. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about the judiciary system, the prison system in the United States of America. When a young man gets arrested and is in police custody, police remove his belt, remove his shoelace, and of course, if you remove your belt from your pants is going to fall short of your rear or your buttocks. Now it goes into the prison system, and when that goes into the prison system, if you're gay and you want to advertise your asset for protection, then that is when a male prisoner will pull down his pants way below his buttocks to expose his asset. And for a prisoner who has not seen a woman in a long time and is thinking like that, because not every prisoner thinks like that, then that's a welcoming sight. But ladies and gentlemen, let's come back now to Jamaica, where our young Jamaican men has consumed themselves with this habit of wearing their pants way below their waist. When you look at a youngster, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 years old and older, because I've seen grown men do the same thing, wearing their pants below their waist. It's a horrific sight for me to see that, because who would want to look at a man exposing the color of his underwear? And sometimes they don't care, ladies and gentlemen. You can practically see something else. The bare ass is exposed in the public where we have women and children, right? And when you look at it, to me, it's such a sight that I'm wondering, how did our youngsters here in Jamaica pick up such an habit? You know, in the music fraternity, ladies and gentlemen, in the United States of America, there's a lot of these celebrities that take this prison fad and they bring it out into the streets and they use it as fashion. And they don't understand that because of these high-profile recording company who support them in that kind of a lifestyle, they don't understand that it is actually destroying the young black man's mind and taking away from them that kingly character that he ought to demonstrate, that princely character that he ought to demonstrate. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm wearing my dream t-shirt. And of course, if you look closer, you'll see one of my adopted son, and that is Nesbeth. The reason why I'm wearing this particular t-shirt today, ladies and gentlemen, is because Nesbeth has made me very proud. I met this youngster when he was only 16 plus years old. And I've never seen Nesbeth wear his pants below his waist. Never! Up until this day, he's a superstar. I've never seen him sag his pants in any way, shape, or form. And it tells me that you doesn't have to follow to become a part of, to do good, to do great, to be excellent. You can just be yourself, be your normal self, and you can be the best of what you can become. So, Nesbitt, I salute you, for making me feel proud, man, to know that I met you over 18, 19, 20 years ago. And today you're still the same Nesbitt that I met. Well, not the same. You're a star now. You know what I mean? You're a giant of a star. But that makes me proud. And I could call a whole lot of names. Turbulence the Future, Boom Stepper, Warrior King, DYCR, Mr. Gaddy Gaddy. All these artists, magazine came up through my hands, ladies and gentlemen. And there's a whole lot more that I can't even remember because some of them have changed their names to date. But none of these artists, ladies and gentlemen, that actually came through my hand, you'll ever see them walking the streets of Kingston or Jamaica wearing their pants below their waist. Recently in Houston, Texas, a McDonald's restaurant put a ban on the door. Put a ban sign on the door stating that if your pants are sagging, you cannot come in here. Pull up your pants, the sign says. Show some respect for not just yourself, but for your fellow people. And also other people, ladies and gentlemen, are actually looking at this as a health risk. Who wants to sit in a seat that somebody's underwear just sat in? Come on. Who would want to honestly go into a restaurant and see 3 or 4 or 5 young brothers with their pants below their waist? You know what I mean? Who would want to see that? And this is the kind of habit that our youngsters in Jamaica are glorifying. I've even seen youngsters going to school with their pants sagging. How could you be sagging going to school? You know what I mean? I've seen people wearing or sporting dreadlocks or locks, and they're sagging. What kind of an example are we setting for our youngsters? Now, youngsters, let me show you something on the dangers of sagging. One, if you live in the United States of America, you're caught in what we call a profile. Yes, profiling. Profiling when police officers will assume or, you know what I mean, are mistaken a person who's sagging for a criminal because they know it started from within the penal system, the penal institution. Automatically, even if you're a young man and you're not involved in any form of crime and you're sagging, you come immediately under the radar of the police. Yes, I'm serious. Another thing, most of these youngsters that sag are involved with gangs, criminal gangs. Another danger in sagging, ladies and gentlemen, you're trying to run away from your enemy. Say your enemy is running you down with a gun and you have your pants way below your waist, almost down near to your knees. How can you run? How can you run away from the police when your pants are all the way down to your knees? You know what I'm saying? So apart from the health risk, apart from the fact that it doesn't look good, it is not good for your health if you claim and you want to be a gangster. Real gangsters never wore their pants below their waist. I can remember as a young man growing up in Jamaica, gangsters were some of the most well-dressed, polished brothers you can ever see. We're talking about the gangsters of Kingston back in the days when a man was wearing a turleen and wool pants, when a man is wearing a horror shirt with cuff link, when a man is wearing a fedora, a felt. So when you see a gangsters back in the days, his clean, pointed toe shoes and kickers, they call it kick me, kill me type of shoes. When you look at a gangster back in the days, they're sharp, they're well dressed, they put themselves together, they take pride into how they look. Not today, not today. So youngsters, this is Big Stone appealing to you once again. Get into the history of where sagging comes from. A matter of fact, how bad sagging is, can you approach a place of establishment that is hiring for a job, can you go job hunting looking like that? Nobody wants to hire you, man. Nobody would want to hire a young man. I don't care how intelligent or educated you are, and you walk inside my establishment or other great establishment, they're not going to hire you because you look like that. So it's time, youngsters. We're fastly approaching the year 2018. We have seen what sagging has done for hundreds of thousands, millions, man, right across the world. Brothers, young black African men who wear their pants way below their waist, showing their underwear, sometimes showing their bare buttocks, man. Cut that out, youth. Walk stately, walk upright, fix up yourself, man. Because when you look good, when you carry yourself good, people will accept you. You have less problem with the police, and you can just go through society nice and easily without somebody turning their nose up at you. So young man in a Jamaica, first of all, if you want to sag, because I can't stop you from sagging, man. And I'll never try to physically, because I would be out stepping my boundaries. But I can inform you, if you want to sag your pants, go at least do the research on sagging. See where it came from. See if that's what you would want to look like, or that's what you'd want for your children, your son coming up. I would prefer to see a woman sag. Yes, I know there's some women are sagging, but these are not women. You know, these are hardcore sisters. You know, and they wear their, but they're wearing underwear. They're not wearing like, you know, nice cuties little, you know what I'm talking about. They're wearing boxers. So, sagging, yo, brethren, check it out. Check it out and reason amongst your friends, man. You don't want to be profiled, brother. You want to, when you put your clothes on, you pull up your pants to your waist, man. Walk with integrity. Walk upright. Walk nice. You don't want to look like a dog. You don't want to look like no crocodile. You want to look like a gentleman, man. Even if you're a gangster, but you're one of them gentleman gangsters. You know what I mean? Women are attracted to men who put themselves together. I remember when I was a young man, the first thing a woman would do is look at the type of shoes that you wear. Look at how you have your pants well pressed or ironed. Look at how your shirt fits. Look at the back of your collar, see if there's any smudges back there. And most of all, look at how you smell. One should just learn how to dress properly, learn how to carry yourself right, become a success story like Nesbitt, Turbulence, Warrior, King Dio, I say, Mr. Gaddy, Boom Stepper, all of them, which makes me proud. Fix up yourself. And in fixing up yourself, you fix up your mind. And when you fix up your mind, everything is going to be okay. Thank you very much for watching, youths, because this one is geared at you. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned something from this. And I do hope that you can uplive your dream and have a great day. Thank you very, very much for